I find it funny. Um, I'm gonna say this. I find it funny that racism exists because, like, if you're a racist white person, it's kind of pointless because I think the reason why they are like that is because they just don't fully grasp the idea that erasing colored people does not erase the issue, and the issue is the people who rule over you. But for some reason, racist people seem to think that by getting rid of all colored people, the society will improve somehow, or that things might become better. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, take every single colored person and put them somewhere else, nothing's gonna change. They'll just start being racist towards each other. Like, they'll start nitpicking like the littlest thing about each other, and then society will develop off of that. Like, I don't know, like I think there's like a certain point where people like didn't like Irish people, and stuff like that is going to happen, but it'll probably be like x10, times 10, just a lot worse. Like, if you remove colored people, you need colored people there. Well, actually, no. Rich people, the ones in power, need colored people to exist so they can have someone to blame, so they can still have white people kind of be on their side about things. So I guess they don't want to entirely get rid of us. They just want to make us a small enough percentage where we won't be make us a small enough percentage where we won't be able to do anything, but we'll still be there enough so that we can be blamed for things that happen. And they just don't understand that bigger. It's a bigger picture. That race is like the least. Race is like the smallest part of anything. And I just don't understand how they don't get that. In the future, okay, if at any point they actually do successfully get rid of all colored people, which they can't fucking do, which I'm pretty sure some people might take that as a challenge, but literally it's not possible. But even if they did succeed, like I just said before, I'm just rambling, nothing's gonna change. Like, you have to go up there. Like, it's so stupid, but left wing, right wing, it's the same bird. Bitch, fuck the wings, kill the bird. Kill the bird and any other motherfucker that tries to fly in here. Like, it's that simple. Someone has to be brave enough to go up there and kill the bird. Someone's gotta shoot that arrow into the sky and kill the fucking bird. Like, this shit is not gonna change. Maybe it's scary, but maybe we need society to collapse for anything to get better. Because America, I think, is now entering its last phases. It's like the road of the infinite eight. Like the road of the eight is what I call it. Because, like, to imply, like the snake eating its tail, I like that. But I see life kind of like as like the eight. Imagine imagine you walk onto a road and there's an 8, right? But you can still walk outside that grass. Well, you can still walk outside of the 8, but it's a road that goes in the shape of an 8. But any moment you could, but nobody does because everyone's scared to take that step, which is understandable because the collapse of society means a lot for a lot of people. For disabled people or just the average citizen in general, that's a lot of stress, more so than, the stress of paying bills or stuff like that. And I think that's why we haven't done that yet. But seriously, like, there is no change. There is no protesting. There is no, globally, this is not even just an American issue now. Like, you have to, like, globally, we have to kill the bird. Globally, we have to kill the bird. Each person has to go out and kill the bird. That's like a very dangerous message, but it's true. We have to step outside our comfort zone and kill the bird. Fuck the wings, fuck the red wing, fuck the blue wing, bitch. Fuck the tails, whatever it is. Kill the bird. The bird has to die. The bird is no longer a symbol of freedom, because there is no freedom. That's why it's called American Dream. It's time to kill this bird, and we need to do it now, or else every single one of us will suffer. More so than, we will whenever this nation collapses, which it will. And, I don't mean like collapse like, like everyone has to, go away because it's over. I mean collapses in before you can no longer leave, bitch. Before you start looking like North Korea, bitch. Before you start living the North Korea propaganda. Mao Zedong. No, but it's serious. The bird has to die. This can't go on. The bird has to die. I'm just mad this shit had to happen as soon as I became an adult. All these laws and shit, and people might think this is like chronically online, and they could possibly be right, but also behind all this chronically online shit is a real person. It's a real person behind all this shit. It might not be like, it could be a CIA agent, who fucking knows, but we always know, even if it's chronically online, someone behind that screen is really saying that shit. And there's a possibility that person actually believes that shit. So we can't just brush it off and say, oh, it's chronically online. That person is real, man. Dog, that person's real. Even if it's a fucking bot that you're talking to, guess what? Someone has to program that bot to say that shit. If you're talking to a robot, and you figure out it's a robot, who gives a shit? It's still that person. That person made the bot to piss you off. And that person really believes the shit that they believe. Because by people brushing it off and saying it's just jokes, this shit ain't just jokes. You will eventually become that person. Which is why I stay away from sometimes like some certain things. I try to not engage with them. I was on Twitter for a little bit yesterday. And, I left. I left immediately because I realized that was not for me. I literally only use Twitter for one thing, and I don't even post shit on there. Because it's bad. It's useless. And I think I'm going to delete it, like, right now, because it's just not doing shit for me. But yeah, that was the whole point. That's it. I'm not even gonna post this shit probably. So this is me just venting, me just being a dumbass and venting. I hope the camera picked this up. If it doesn't know well, I'll just delete the video and I'll keep these thoughts to myself.